Good morning. Hello, Mr. Kevin. Hello, the Yet Master. Hi. Hello, Sanvi. Hi.
Welcome to beautiful Barbados. We are here today with a detox yoga flow designed to cleanse and detoxify your body from the inside out.
Today, sorry, I'm a little bit late. It's now 10 a.m. here in the UK. I'm usually around 8:30 instead, but I had a few things to do, had a call to make. So yeah, it is 10 a.m. now here in the UK, and I'm just about to start my yoga. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, day 17. Day 17 of our 360-day yoga challenge. Let's do this. This is a 30-minute video, so we should be all okay to do this one video. And I think it's a gentle one as well. I had a terrible night's sleep last night. So let's do this. Come and join me. Have fun.
To get 20% off your first purchase of Native, this offer is available.
I've never done this particular one before. It's apparently it's about detox.
Let's get back to our practice. Grab your mat and let's begin.
Oh.
Welcome, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this detox yoga flow. We're going to get started by coming to an easy seated position right along the center of your mat. Feet crossed in front of you, taking a deep breath in. And then exhale, just allowing yourself to settle into the body, to settle into this moment, into this present state of awareness. Welcoming a deep inhalation into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, go ahead and reach both of your arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to take a gentle twist by placing your left hand onto your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Keeping your hips square, simply twist from the belly button here. A gentle stimulation of the digestive organs. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Slowly come back to center. And then left hand comes onto the mat as your right arm reaches all the way to the side. So now you're reaching to the opposite side of your body. Lengthening through here. Welcoming more and more oxygen into the intercostal muscles, the muscles between your ribs. Good. Keep reaching a little bit further, making sure both sit bones stay grounded. And then return back to center. Let's take our twist to the other side. So now your right hand over to your left knee, looking over your left shoulder, elongating through the crown of your head. So keep pulling up. Good. You're more than welcome to close your eyes here if you need to, just to keep that awareness internally. And then untwist the body, right hand to the mat, left arm reaches all the way over. And same thing, being mindful that both of your sit bones continue to stay grounded to the mat as you breathe and reach as far as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Come back to center now. Arms are going to reach up to the sky one more time. Gather that breath into the body. And then exhale, arms drop behind you as you lift your hips and your pelvis, squeezing the glutes, throwing your head back, opening here through the chest and heart center. Great. And then drop it down. And then continuing to release your heart to the floor, or if you need to just switch the position along your mat like me, go ahead and face the front of your mat as you reach both of your arms all the way down. So now the heart, the chest, the forehead come onto the floor, still keeping the sit bones grounded on your mat as you begin to release here. Now on your next breath, we're going to add a little bit more movement now into this posture. So plant the fingertips onto the mat, extend through the elbows, look up, Exhale, bend your elbows, drop your forehead down. So move to the rhythm of your breath here. Inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, extend your elbows. Exhale, bend your elbows, forehead down. Inhale, exhale, slowly come on up to your knees. Hands in knees position. Let's take it into our cat-cow. Inhaling, you're gonna arch the back, look up to the sky. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round and release. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round and release. So warming up the spine here. Good. And once again, now come over to neutral position, tuck your toes. Belly button to spine, lift into bear stance. Beginning to engage our core, engaging that powerhouse, holding your bear, shoulders right above your wrists. Navel is being pulled into the spine to contract your abdominals. And then from here, we're going to add a fun little twist. Shift your weight onto your left hand, right arm reaches up as you bring your weight over to one side, and then switch to the other side. So we're just alternating between the weight on your hands, and then the knees follow in that same direction. Center and reach. I'd like to stay on my tippy toes here, so keep your heels off the mat to make the transition much more smoother. Reach up, back to center, reach up, back to center, back to bear, and then reach up and center. Hold your bear. 3, 2, 1, and push all the way back, downward facing dog. Let's walk out our downward dog, letting go of any tension in the hamstrings, in the calf muscles. You got it. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Finding that stillness now. Breathing more air and oxygen into the heart center. And then lift the heels off the mat. Begin to roll your way forward into high plank. Hold it here. And then shift your way back into downward dog, but then take your left hand and reach for the outside of your right ankle. Back into plank, switch to the other side, right hand towards the left foot. Plank and reach. Plank and reach. Very nice. So either touching the outside of your ankle or the outside of your shin, wherever you can reach that's comfortable. But the main focus here is just to add that little bit of a twist, a little bit of a challenge in the balance. Good. Back to plank and twist. Back to plank and reach. Now let's hold here. See if you can grab onto the outside of your ankle or your shin, your calf muscle. And then continue to add a little bit more of that twist, looking up to the sky. The other hand stays grounded on the mat. Both feet are grounded on the mat. And then come back into plank. And let's take it to the other side. So now your right hand reaches for the outside of your left ankle or your left shin or calf, wherever you can reach. Looking over to the side, but remaining square with your hips. So really focusing on completing this twist from the belly button. Awesome. Come back into downward facing dog now. Round through vertebra by vertebra into plank. And let's take our flow. You're going to take a chaturanga dandasana. Release the feet open into upward facing dog. From here, you're going to bend both knees and come down into child's pose, rounding the spine, forehead down. Round forward once again, lift your knees and thighs, upward facing dog. And then exhale, lift your hips and come into downward dog. So this is going to be the variation of our flow or sun salutation we'll be taking through this class today. Now begin to walk your feet to the front of your mat. Come all the way forward. Let's release into our standing forward fold by adding first a little bit of movement once again into those hamstrings. Bend one knee at a time. Make sure you're folding from your hips. Beautiful. And then coming back, bending your left knee, keeping your right leg straight as you reach your right arm up to the sky. So once again, adding a little bit of that twist. Going deep into the hamstring here, into that right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Switch to the other side, bending your right knee. Left leg extends, left arm reaches up. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Standing forward fold. Bend both knees. And begin to roll up vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way to standing. Good. Now, once you're ready, just find that center. Reach both arms up to the sky. And then exhale, come all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, stepping back into high plank position. Chaturanga Dandasana. Release the toes, upward facing dog. Bend both knees, come down into child's pose. Round forward, back into upward facing dog. And then tuck your back toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Awesome. Take a deep breath in into the body. Lift the heels, bend your knees, hop to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slight bend in the knees as you roll up to standing. Both arms reach up to the sky. And then exhale, coming back into Samastiti. Beautiful. Now continuing onward, now bending both knees, coming into our chair, Utkatasana. Arms reaching up to the sky, feet together, knees together. And then place both hands at your heart, Anjali Mudra. And let's add that twist. So now the left elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. Look up to the sky, find that gaze, find that center, that focus. Good. Try to remain with your knees touching. Hips are square. Bring your gaze down. And then from here, left foot is simply going to step back. You're going to drop your left knee to the ground into our low lunge twist. And all we're going to do is remain with that twist in the upper body, but start to add a little bit more movement in the legs. So lift the back knee off the mat. Drop the back knee down. Lift and tap. Lift the knee, tap it down. Lift, tap it down. Lift. Now holding this high lunge twist. You can keep your gaze down or up, whatever feels good for you. Awesome, you guys. And now from this position, all we're going to do is just transition back into your high lunge, hands at your heart, hips and shoulders are square. Reach both arms up to the sky. Reach up, get low with your body. Front knee bent over top of your ankle. And then hands come all the way down to the front of your mat. Step back and reach that front leg back into a single-legged plank. Knee to forehead, back into that single-leg plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Bend your knees, come down into child's pose. Round through the spine, back into upward facing dog. Lift your thighs off the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in this downward dog for a moment. And then lift your heels, bend your knees, hop to the front. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up tall, reach both arms up to the sky. Connecting to that center as the hands come down to the heart. Let's do it again. Bend your knees, come over into Utkatasana, chair position. Get a little lower with your hips. Hands at the heart, twisting to the left now. Right elbow to left knee. Palms of your hands are pressing against one another. Look up towards the sky or the ceiling. This twisting posture is so good to stimulate the digestive organs, to welcome fresh blood flow into the body once we untwist. Let's step back with your right foot now. Ground your right knee to the mat. Low lunge. And then simply lift the back knee off the mat. High lunge, low lunge. Lift and tap down. Lift, tap down. Good. Lift and down. Now I like to keep my gaze down to the mat just for a little extra support and the balance, but you're more than welcome to keep looking up if you need to. Holding this high lunge twist now. Breathing deeply. Well done, my friends. Now let's untwist the body. Hands to your heart, reach up to the sky, high lunge, just hold this position for a moment. Now we're welcoming that fresh blood flow into the internal organs, cleansing the toxins out of the body as we bring the hands down to the mat. Extend and release the front foot back, knee to forehead, extended back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog as you open. We're going to come right into downward dog by lifting the hips up, release the toes. Great, and let's do that flow one more time, adding the child's pose into it. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhale, round through into high plank position. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Bend both knees, come down into child's pose. Round through the spine, back into upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Now from this position, we are going to walk our hands all the way towards the back of your mat at this time. So walk to your feet and then heel toe your feet a little wider so then you can come right into your Malasana yogic squat. Good. Use the elbows to push the knees apart. Elongate through the spine. If you want to add a little tiny movement into the hips, you're more than welcome to do that. But again, we're just creating that space, bringing in that Apana energy, the energy of downward movement to help with the digestion, cleansing of our body. Now let's extend the knees, walk your hands back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, let's flow it out. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Come into that child's pose. Back through the spine into upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Deep breath in. Lift the heels, bend your knees, hop to the front. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up tall, reach both arms up to the sky. And then exhale, hands at your heart, Samastiti. Repeating our chair position once again. Lift both arms up, get nice and low with your hips. Hands at your heart. Twisting, once again, left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Look up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then move and step your left foot to the back of your mat, going right into our twisted high lunge here. If you want to modify, drop that knee down, of course. Otherwise, remain exactly where you are. And if you want to go a little deeper, see if you can extend both elbows. Once you extend both elbows, the left hand can come all the way down onto the mat. So once again, we're stimulating all of those internal organs. Good, welcoming fresh blood flow, fresh oxygen into the body. Look down, and now that bottom arm reaches for the back thigh, other arm reaches up to the sky. Good, so left arm up, right arm down. Deep breath in. Great, exhale. Come all the way forward now into warrior three with a twisted variation. So that right arm continues to reach up to the sky, left hand down. And then step your left foot all the way to the middle of your mat. Both hands down, coming into pyramid pose. Inhale, just lift your head. Exhale, bend your elbows, forehead to shin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold it here or add that extra twist with your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Right arm reaches up. Great job. Twisting from the belly button here. Feeling this nice release not only in the upper body but also through the hamstring. Come back to center. Release into pyramid for one more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale again. And then exhale, we're going to do an interesting transition here. So first, bring your weight over to that right front foot. And then drop down to the back knee and sit all the way onto your mat. So your left knee is bent. And then exhale, reach for your right foot, your front foot. So it's almost like we're doing a single-legged hero's pose, but we're reaching forward into a forward fold instead. Good. And you're just going hold it here and breathe. Now, if keeping your left knee bent in that direction is a little bit too much, you can always just bring the foot to the inside of your right thigh and open the left knee out. Otherwise, keep it bent in that single-legged heroes variation. Just simply the shin being on the ground, both sit bones grounded. Good. Come on up. Arms up. Hands are going to come back to the heart center. From here, you're going to lift your knee, ground that left heel, and then lift your hips up into Skandasana. Tap the knee down, open, and lift up for 2. Tap, and 3. You got it. So you're just tapping the knee, opening the knee, lift up. Tap, and lift. Now see if you can just hold it there. You can keep your hands onto the mat if that makes it easier. Otherwise, keep your hands at your heart. Right foot is flexed or holding that Skandasana. Looking over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly back to center. And then push yourself right over to that right foot, opening into high lunge. And then stepping back foot to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, 2 steps back into plank position. We're going to flow it out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Bend both knees. Come into child's pose. Forehead down. Round through back into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Lift the heels, bend your knees up to the front of your mat. Halfway. Exhale, fold. Slowly stand up, reach both arms up. And then exhale, hands at your heart. Let's do that again on the other side. Utkatasana, chair position. Reach both arms up. Palms at your heart. Twist to the other side. So now right elbow to left knee. Look up to the sky. Drop those hips down. Both knees together, both feet together. Shift your weight to the left foot and begin to slide and step back with that right foot into our twisted high lunge variation. Drop the knee to modify. Otherwise, keep the knee up. Hold it here, and then if you like to take it one step further, see if you can extend both arms. Right hand comes onto the mat. Left arm reaches up to the sky. We hold it here. We breathe deeply. Beautiful, my friends. Then we're transitioning back into that high lunge. But that top arm, your left arm, is going to reach towards your back thigh. And then your other arm, the bottom arm, reaches up to the sky. Finding that center. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, transitioning all the way to that front foot. Right hand comes to the mat, left arm up. Reach your right leg into a warrior 3 variation. Good, open so the palm of your hand is facing away from you. And then step your right leg down, middle of your mat into your pyramid. Adding a little bit of movement here if you wish by inhaling, extending your elbows. Exhaling, dropping forehead to shin. And then adding the twist, if you want to go there, by placing your right hand along the outer edge of your left foot. Left arm reaches up. Now again, if you want to stay in that pyramid pose and not do the twist, you're more than welcome to do so. Listen to your body and just adjust this practice to what you need today. I will give you all the variations and modifications, and you choose what's best. All right, let's come back to that pyramid. And then from here, we're going to transition by dropping your right knee down onto the mat. Sink all the way back. Sit down. You can remove the calf muscle a little bit. Make sure sit bones are grounded. Reach arms up. And then exhale, seated, single-legged forward fold as you come down. Once again, thinking about bringing your forehead to shin or knee. Flexing the left foot so you're engaging through the calf muscle as well. Going as deep as you're comfortable. And if this is too much on the knee, you can modify this and place the right foot to the inside of your left thigh and open the knee outward. So it's almost like a single-legged butterfly variation. Great. Another inhale. Exhale. Let's come on up with the body. Hands at your heart center. From here, we open the knee. We lift up into Skandasana and then tap the knee down. Open, lift into Skandasana, tap it down, and lift and tap. So to do the tap, you have to shift your weight onto that sit bone, and then you lift up using the strength of your body. Holding the Skandasana now, use your right elbow to push into the right knee, flex your left foot. See if you can hold, or maybe keep your hands on the mat if that's easier. Great, inhale. And then exhale, we're going to transition back into high lunge. And how you're going to do that is simply transition back to that first position with the knee down, hands onto the mat, push up to that front foot, and then lift your body, high lunge. From here, come all the way to the front of your mat, stepping your feet together, and inhaling, reaching both arms out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back into high plank position. Take your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, lift your thighs and knees. Bend your knees, come down and round the spine into child's pose. Round through and forward back into upward facing dog. And then exhale, lift and release. Downward facing dog, beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, now transitioning into our Malasana once again. But to do this, you're going to bend your knees, hop, and then land with your feet and knees apart. Grounding the heels down, palms of your hands come at your center again. Either stay here or add a twist and a bind. To do that, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up, so you can hold this variation, or you can bind by taking your left arm over the knee, right arm behind your back, and then connect the hands together behind you. Good, so you're feeling this deeper through the left hip joint as we're leaning to the left and looking up to the right. Release it and simply switch. So variation one is just to keep your right hand down, left arm up. Make sure both heels are still grounded on the mat. Or you can bind it by taking your left arm behind you, right arm behind and over the leg, and then connect your fingers. Looking up towards the left, feeling this deep release through the right hip joint. Good, release. Come back to center. Lift your hips, extend your knees, heel toe your feet together, back into forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back into high plank and give me your flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Bend your knees, come back into child's pose. Back through into upward facing dog again. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Hold for a breath, lift the heels, bend your knees. Hop and then land to a seated position on your mat. Lift your feet and hold this Navasana boat pose, engaging through the core center. Elongate through the neck, drop your shoulders away from the ears. If you want to challenge yourself further, extend both knees all the way. Otherwise, keep them bent. And then coming into our Halasana plow by dropping the head and shoulders down. And then continuing to release your feet up and over your head. Supporting your lower back with your hands. Or interlacing your fingers, extending your elbows. Bring your toes all the way onto the mat. See if you can extend your knees. This is really good for your thyroid gland. A great gentle inversion here as well. Now open the feet just slightly and then see if you can bend your knees and frame your head with your legs. So meaning you're going to bring the knees to your ears. Now this might seem way too intense for some of you, so don't worry if this is too much, just stay in your plow. You don't need to take this next variation. I'm simply offering it to anybody that wishes to try. Great. Another deep breath. Exhale, extend both knees. You're going to release your hands if they're clasped. And then slowly start to remove your body down. So moving vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way down with your back to the mat. Flex your feet now once your legs are straight. And then let's take our happy baby, reaching for the outsides of your feet or maybe your ankles. Adding a gentle rock left and right. So once again, going a little deeper into the hip region, releasing any tension, stagnant energy in that particular part of our body. Beautiful. And then release. Bring your knees together. And let's take our spinal twist. So from here, left knee over right knee. Bring your right foot down. Allow both knees to fall to your right as you extend your left arm out to the side and look over your left shoulder. Very important is that we focus on keeping both of your shoulders grounded. Your knees can release as far as they're comfortable. You keep your gaze to the left. So finishing our practice here with one last deep twist to once again stimulate that metabolism, that digestion, that cleansing of all the toxins and energies that no longer serve you. A deep breath in. Exhale out. Wonderful, my friends. We're going to do that one more time on the other side. So once you're ready, come back to center. Switch feet and legs. So right knee over left knee. Allow both knees to fall to your left as your right arm opens. And I'd like you to look over your right side. Close your eyes here and just bring that awareness to the breath, allowing yourself to relax with each exhalation, further and further into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Come back to center. And then give yourself a big hug, both knees into the body. And then let's extend our legs, extend our arms into our final asana of our practice, our Shavasana. Taking this opportunity to welcome beautiful relaxation into the body. Letting everything settle, letting the body settle, the mind settle. Just bringing that awareness into the breath as you inhale. And then as you exhale, allowing your physical body to become heavier and heavier. Fully surrendering and relaxing your physical self into the earth. Relaxing your face, making sure you're not holding any emotions in your forehead. Completely allowing every muscle to let go and just be heavy, be free. And then continuing to move that sensation of surrender and peace and relaxation all the way down through the rest of your body. You're more than welcome to pause the video here and stay in the Shavasana for as long as you need. However, if you'd like to finish off here, then go ahead and just begin to welcome movement into the body. And then slowly make your way over to seated position on the mat. Now I'd like you to come into a kneeling position, meaning on your knees. We're going to close up our detox practice today with a cleansing pranayama exercise called Kapalabhati or fire breath. What you're going to do is inhale into the nose first. Then you're going to exhale out of the nose as well. But when you exhale, exhale, you're going to take short, rapid exhales, contracting your abdominal muscles into your body, just like this. All right, so we're going to do this together. Your hands can stay on your knees, or you can take a mudra, index and thumb together. Let's inhale into the nose. Exhale rapidly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep contracting the core. Just like that. Out of your nose and relax. Good. Breathe naturally. Second round. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in through both nostrils. Exhale. Out of your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Exhale, exhale, and rest. Great job. Breathe normally. Let's do that one last time. Deep breath in. Exhale. Rest. Awesome. Just take a moment to settle into the body. Breathe normally. If you would like to continue this breathing exercise, feel free to pause the video and do a few more rounds. Otherwise, if you're ready to complete this practice with me today, let's go ahead and just take one final breath together by reaching both of the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, hands come to your heart center, bowing down to your heart in gratitude for your beautiful, incredible, detoxifying practice today. Thank you so much for joining me here today in Barbados. I hope you feel amazing and ready to continue to have a great rest of your day. From my heart to yours, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you later tonight for our normal stream, okay? Hey, Elisa. Hey, Liam's Pokemon channel. See you later, guys. Oh.
That I'm giving, and I know that I have to go back and I have to receive. The best way for me to receive is to be alone.
See you later tonight. See you later tonight for our normal stream, okay? So today is Friday, so I'll see you later tonight for our normal stream. Thank you so much once again joining me on the map. Mwah! Have an amazing day or night.